It is to be in a state of limbo, neither here nor there. Unquote. Every day, innocent people are forced to flee the place that they once called home. They are men, women, and children who have lost everything and are desperately seeking safety and just a normal life. They are the displaced people. Countries often issue abrupt notices to these tested people as if they had a choice before becoming refugees. I must establish that no one chooses to be a refugee, and no one deserves inhumane treatment. It is estimated that the nation of Jordan hosts an alarming 1.3 million refugees. I repeat, 1.3 million refugees. Delegates, imagine living in a devastating state and coming across a beacon of hope just to find out that that hope was just an illusion. Such are the lives of these refugees. The delegate of Jordan would like to ask this international forum that if nations can come together to fight wars in battlefields, should these nations not come together to combat this consequential issue? Or should these nations not work together so that these issues may never arise in the first place? Thank you.
Delegates in favor can raise their placards.
Aye.
Thank you to all the esteemed delegates. It was an overwhelming session hearing you all. During the discussion, some very important pointers were brought up and discussed. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout our time together, we have tackled various global challenges and forged new partnerships, but let us remember that our work is still far from complete. Despite the formidable challenges, I remain hopeful.
I certainly agree with Madam Deputy Secretary. The challenges we face may be daunting, but the human spirit is indomitable. The dead, ladies and gentlemen, cannot cry out for justice. It is the duty of the living to do so for them. Let us carry forward the spirits of a united nation, a spirit of unity amidst diversity of understanding. Having said that, I, Nikhil Saxena, the Secretary General for this Model United Nations, declare the conference closed.
I have a dream of more.
I want to congratulate these children for presenting a wonderful model United Nations. And I also want to congratulate Mrs. Nisha Pandey, the senior principal of Rajajipuram, for preparing these children so wonderfully well. Congratulations to Mrs. Nisha Pandey and the teachers who have prepared them. And Rishi Khanna, who is behind the success of Model United Nations. I congratulate Rishi Khanna ji also. Now we will start the press conference, and I welcome the respected members of the press and media who have come in large numbers, and I welcome each one of you. आप सभी का जो पत्रकार बंधु हैं उनका बहुत बहुत स्वागत और अभिनंदन है। आप सब आए हैं, मैं बहुत आपका आदर और स्वागत करता हूं। और मैं सबसे पहले जो हमारे चीफ गेस्ट हैं, जो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हैं मॉरिशस के, उनसे निवेदन करूंगा कि वे अपना प्रेस को कुछ बताने की कृपा करें। May I request His Excellency Mr. Mary Cyril Eddy Bolsezan GOSK, Vice President of the Republic of Mauritius, to address the press conference.
सबका मोबाइल में जूम है जो कल दिए थे नगर निगम वाला रिवाइज हो रहा है कल इसको करा के दे दें तब
ये हटा दो,
अरे आज अभी दो
अरे ये हटाओ भैया, ये हटा दीजिए,
वही पुराने में
ये ले जाओ, ये अमन अमन ये आके ले जाओ।
32 तो था ही
अमन कहाँ है? तुम यहाँ क्यों छोड़ जाते हो?
पूरा थोड़ी खा जाऊंगा हाँ भाई सही से लगाओ सबको
ये हटाओ।
अब भाई सब में जूम है थोड़ा पीछे हो जाएगा
देखिए, इससे पहले कि महामहिम उपराष्ट्रपति मॉरिशस आपको एड्रेस करें, मैं आपको बता दूं कि वर्ल्ड की सबसे बड़ी चीफ जस्टिस कॉन्फ्रेंस है। कहीं भी वर्ल्ड में चीफ जस्टिसेस और जजेस इतनी भारी तादाद में एकत्रित नहीं होते हैं। ये 24वां वर्ष है और ये हम क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि आज पिछले 2 वर्षों से रशिया और यूक्रेन का युद्ध चल रहा है और दुनिया में आज कोई ऐसी संस्था नहीं है जो इस युद्ध को समाप्त करा सके। इधर आप देखें, इजराइल और पैलेस्टाइन में युद्ध शुरू हुआ है। दुनिया में कोई ऐसी संस्था नहीं है जो कि इसे सेटल कर सके। ये दुनिया के किसी संविधान में इसका प्रावधान नहीं है, केवल भारत के संविधान में इसका प्रावधान है। केवल भारत का संविधान ये कहता है और जो संसार के किसी संविधान में नहीं है वो है द स्टेट शेल एंडेवर टू प्रमोट इंटरनेशनल पीस एंड सिक्योरिटी, बी मेंटेन जस्ट एंड ऑनरेबल रिलेशंस बिटवीन नेशंस, सी foster respect for international law, and D, encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration. अर्थात भारत का गणराज्य ये प्रयत्न करेगा कि सारे विश्व में शांति हो, सारा विश्व सुरक्षित हो। दूसरा, भारत का गणराज्य ये प्रयत्न करेगा कि संसार के विभिन्न राष्ट्रों के बीच न्यायपूर्ण संबंध हो और सम्मानजनक संबंध हो। तीसरा, भारत का गणराज्य ये प्रयत्न करेगा कि विश्व के लिए एक कानून बने और सभी राष्ट्र उसका सम्मान करें, अर्थात उसका पालन करें। और चौथा, भारत का गणराज्य ये प्रयत्न करेगा कि सारे संसार में यदि विभिन्न देशों के बीच आपसी मतभेद हो जाए तो उनका निपटारा आर्बिट्रेशन से हो, न कि आर्मामेंट से, न कि आर्मी से, न कि युद्धों से, जैसा कि आजकल हो रहा है। और कोई भी संस्था इसे समाप्त नहीं कर पा रही। यूनाइटेड नेशन अटरली फेलियर है, क्योंकि उसका कारण है उसमें 5 वीटो पावर है, अमेरिका, चाइना, रशिया, फ्रांस और इंग्लैंड। इसकी वजह से यूनाइटेड नेशन 5 पावर ब्लॉक्स में बटा हुआ है और आज तक जब से यूनाइटेड नेशन बना तब से आज तक एक भी फैसला, महत्वपूर्ण फैसला ऐसा नहीं हो पाया जो सर्वसम्मति से हो गया हो। तो ये आज की स्थिति है कि आज हमें सेटलमेंट ऑफ डिस्प्यूट्स जो भी हो रहे हैं, और भी देशों में आपसी संघर्ष, तनाव बढ़ रहे हैं, जैसे इंडिया और पाकिस्तान में तनाव बढ़ रहा है। इंडिया और चाइना का तनाव है, इसी तरह साउथ कोरिया और नॉर्थ कोरिया का है, ईरान इराक का है। तो ये जो तनाव बढ़ रहे हैं, कभी भी चाइना और ताइवान का है, तो ये साउथ कोरिया नॉर्थ कोरिया का है, तो ये कभी भी ऐसी स्थितियां हो सकती हैं जैसे रशिया और यूक्रेन की है, जैसे कि इस समय चाइना ये इज़राइल और पैलेस्टाइन की है। तो इसलिए ये कॉन्फ्रेंस बुलाई गई है और इसमें भारी तादाद में चीफ जस्टिस आए हैं, जजेज आए हैं और हमारे उपराष्ट्रपति जी हैं और कई देशों के फॉर्मर राष्ट्रपति और फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब आए हुए हैं। तो इस पर यही विचार होगा कि आर्टिकल 51 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया पर ये कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है और ये भारत के संविधान के अनुच्छेद 51 पर हो रही है। इसका जो निर्णय होगा वो हम आपको 7 तारीख को गोमती नगर ब्रांच में हमारा ये प्रेस के सामने हम रिलीज़ करेंगे। जो डिक्लेरेशन 6 तारीख की शाम को फाइनल होगा सबकी सर्वसम्मति से या बहुमत से, जो भी होगा, तो हम 7 तारीख को आप सबके सामने पेश करेंगे। और ये जो प्रस्ताव होगा, ये लखनऊ डिक्लेरेशन सारे वर्ल्ड की सभी राष्ट्रपति प्रधानमंत्रियों को, इसके अलावा यूनाइटेड नेशंस को और यूनाइटेड नेशन की सारी एजेंसियों को ये भेजे जाएंगे। तो मैं महामहिम उपराष्ट्रपति जी से प्रार्थना करूंगा कि वे हिंदी में भी थोड़ा बता सकें, तो प्रेस को हिंदी में बताएं और इंग्लिश में तो बोलेंगे ही। His Excellency Mr. Mary Cyril Eddy Boyson Zone GOSK Vice President Mauritius.
Thank you, Doctor. At the outset, allow me to express my deep gratitude and sincere appreciation to City Montessori School and especially Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, the founder manager, for the kind invitation and the warm hospitality extended to all the delegations present. I wish to, on behalf of all the delegation, bring the greetings of our countries to this prestigious school. Before me, many eminent personalities has attended this meeting, and each time the answer was that they have spent a very good time in Lucknow. This conference will assemble lordships, chief justices, and lordships, judges from various countries to discuss legal issues, share experience, and promote the rule of law. This is an opportunity to foster international understanding and collaboration in the field of law and judiciary. Our participation is very important as it is motivated by the fact that it is our duty and responsibility to save the planet for future generations. We must leave to our children, our grandchildren, future generation, a world united through enforceable world law and effective global governance. Today, mankind is in an era of major development as well as profound transformation and change. But unfortunately, we are confronted with numerous challenges and increased risk. Global growth is sluggish. The impact of the financial crisis lingers on and the development gap is widening. Unfortunately, and most unfortunately, armed conflicts occur from time to time. Security threats, particularly terrorism, refugee crisis, major communicable disease, and climate change are spreading. Unfortunately, when we meet, we cannot forget the Ukraine-Russia conflict, the international community that relentlessly pursue peaceful dialogue. The world is now concerned with the most recent violence in the Middle East between Hamas and Israel. And we need to advance effort to avoid any spillover to that region. Let us be inspired by India's philosophy. The world is one family. This idea of Vasudevya Kutumbakam, the Sanskrit phrase found in the Hindu text, remains relevant today as it emphasizes a global perspective, prioritizing the collective well-being of an individual or family interests. It encourages to think about the welfare of others, fostering about global solidarity and responsibility. The overarching theme of this conference and of the previous one, that is Article 51 of the Constitution, this article paves the way for promotion of international peace and security, for the maintenance of just and honorable relations between nations, and for fostering respect of international law. The architects of India's constitution believe that that provision of Article 51 of the Constitution of India can act as a beacon in shaping the ideology of world unity and world peace, leading to formation of an ideal global governance structure under the rule of law. India has a vision of equality, inclusivity, and prosperity. And in Mauritius, we have a vision of in peace, justice, and liberty. The topics that will be covered in the 6 parallel thematics group are very comprehensive and interrelated. I am convinced that at the end of the conference, we shall develop the way forward for a united world where life is worth living. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable His Excellency, the Vice President of Mauritius. May I request now His Excellency Dr. Pakalita B. Mosi Lili, former Prime Minister of Lesotho, to come here and address the press. लेके आओ नहीं है अच्छा ऑनरेबल जस्टिस A.D. Gaetano, former Chief Justice of Malta, please come here. नहीं यहीं बुला ली अरे यार यहाँ से नहीं यहाँ बुलाओ यहीं आगे सब आईडी लगी हुई है प्लीज कम हियर
Thank you, Dr. Gandhi, for once again organizing this conference. I think with all that's happening in the world, Ukraine was mentioned, one can mention Israel and what's happening in Gaza at the moment, and various conflicts which very often we don't hear about because after a few days perhaps they pale into insignificance for the world press. I think a conference like the one that is organized on a yearly basis by City Montessori School is important to keep alive in our children, especially because we are, let's face it, we've all reached our sell-by date, more or less. But the children need to remember and keep in mind the experiences of the past so that, as far as possible, the mistakes of the past are not repeated. And I think this is the most important feature of this conference. You won't be writing, Dr. Gandhi, you won't be revolutionizing the United Nations as from tomorrow. I assure you, they won't do that. But instilling in your students, our future generations, the spirit that you have imparted is, I think, crucial. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, Sri Justice Gaetano, Right Honorable Mr. Alban Sumana, Kingsford, Babgin, Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gandhi, and God bless you for this great job you're doing by creating a well movement to ensure that the right thing is done. There is really an urgent need, in fact, an imperative for us to reform the existing structures, both global, regional, and countries, to be able to respond to the current realities in the world. I have been a living witness to all these structures. Since 1994, I have been with the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. Since 2001, I have been with the Interparliamentary Union. Since 1994, I have been with the Global Parliamentarians for Action, and have been attending United Nations General Assembly meetings. Because of the weaknesses, the deficiencies of these institutions and structures, we have not been able to respond to the current challenges in the world. We need nobody to tell us that the time is ripe for us to reform those institutions. The challenges we are facing are challenges caused by all of us. There is no one person or one country that can solve the problem. We must all come together to do so. And so the call for a World Parliamentary Assembly or World Parliament is a call in the right direction. I have appended my signature to that call many years ago. It's been a movement for some time now. But this impetus given by you, Dr. Gandhi, I say, God bless you. God bless you tremendously. I have been so impressed with what I've witnessed. Your students are very, very good, and they have said it all. This is an effort to get global understanding, global cooperation, global action to ensure that within the next few years, we have in place a new global governance structures to be able to lead us to solve the current challenges. Nobody could solve COVID-19. We did it together. No country can solve the Israel-Hamas war now. We have to do it together. No country can solve the Russian-Ukraine war. We have to do it together. Neither can the Korean Peninsula issue be solved. I have been one of the persons assisting in that effort to solve the Korean Peninsula challenges. And so we don't need anybody to be a doubting Thomas. I have read people talking about pessimism, people talking about the challenges that world structures will face, but we are facing the same even in our countries. In our countries, we have different families, we have different races, we have different tribes, we have diversities, but we have national governments. Those challenges will occur, but we are there to find solutions to them. And many challenges are really opportunities. And those opportunities we will. And I want to thank you once again for this opportunity and for the invitation for Ghana, led by my good self. We have a large delegation here to attend the conference. We are grateful.
Thank you, Honorable Justice Alban Sumana ji. Now may I request Honorable Justice Adil Omar Sharif, Senior Deputy Chief Justice of Supreme Constitutional Court of Egypt. बुला लो, लेके आओ जल्दी से. अरे भैया रखी रहने दो आईडी. ये नहीं उठाओ, ये उठा दो भैया, उठाओ.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gandhi. It's really a pleasure to come back to India, this great country, to participate in this great conference that's been running on for 24 years in a row.
Please don't talk.
I would
बातचीत न करिए. जस्टिस साहब बोल रहे हैं.
Indeed. I would like to thank you, Dr. Gandhi, and thank the entire staff of City Montessori School for giving us a judicial community this opportunity and this unique platform that you created yourself through continuing efforts over the years, wherein we all meet together here day after day throughout the conference and have the opportunity to interact with your student, future generation. And we reflect on so many issues of common concern, of the challenges that have affected the world and keep affecting it at the time being, and through our expertise, let's say wisdom as judges, we would be able to suggest solutions to these problems and share them with our future leaders, our future, the kids at school, who have proven to be so intelligent. And from what I've heard from them, when you see them mocking the parliament, all the parliament and the views they are having, and the line of thought, the adopting, and the education they have received, it's really very impressive. It's a model that we are impressed with, and you should be proud of. Once again, I do thank you for this opportunity, and I'm sure all my colleagues will share me on that. And I'll keep my speech or this statement at the press conference at this stage, and I'll be developing that in my speech at the conference later on. So thank you very much once again, and all best wishes for a successful event and conference. Thank you.
प्रेस को मैं थोड़ा ये भी बता दूं. कौन? हाँ. अच्छा, आप रहने दो. अच्छा, मैं आपको बता दूं, आज शाम को ठीक 5 बजे वर्ल्ड का सबसे बढ़िया कल्चरल प्रोग्राम इन ऑनर ऑफ चीफ जस्टिस और जजेस के ऑनर में और राष्ट्रपतियों के ऑनर में हो रहा है। बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम है, आप लोग सब कृपा करके आएँ और ठीक 5 बजे आ जाएं। 5:15 नहीं, 5 बजे राइट टाइम डॉट एट 5 पर आ जाएं। और सभी प्रेस वालों, पत्रकार बंधुओं से निवेदन है कि वो CISB बिल्डिंग में खाना खाने के लिए चले जाएं और सारे जजों का खाना पीछे है, यहीं हॉल में ही पीछे लगा है। आप सबका खाना, हाँ, अनाउंस कर दो।
Jai Jagat. As sir has just announced,